Alright, y'all, this is my currently disgusting Hampton Bay Carriage House 2 that's in my bedroom. If y'all remember, this is the bedroom that we renovated for me. You can see I've been in here for 7 months. No, 8 months. And that's since I moved in, and about a year ago I did the unboxing for this. This room was not finished yet, so it stayed in its box for quite a while, and then in November, when the room was finished and I moved in, is when I put it in. And I'm just now getting around to a video. I run it pretty much constantly, and I haven't yet cleaned it since I moved in, so there's very little dust in here. Because I run this thing pretty much constantly. It's a Honeywell air scrubber, a small one. And then my 5000 BTU Arctic King also has a filter, so these are both filtering the air, but that one's meant to filter the air, that one just helps. So that's why there's very little dust on it. Well, there's a lot of dust on it, but considering it's been run pretty much constantly since I moved in 8 months ago, that's pretty good. But anyway, I'll clean it. If it looks like it's hanging crooked, it is. The electrical box. This is an old house. It's tight. Of course, the motor moves a little bit because it's a hugger, but you can see it's not swinging because it's loose. You can see I'm putting a pretty good amount of force, and the top of it stays perfectly still. The electrical box the studs are crooked or something. Like, it's the old one in here. Before we renovated this room, it had the craft made in here. That's now in that bedroom over there. And the top of it, and I just thought it was loose, but the top of it had a gap on this side and not on this side. And I thought it was loose, but it's not. It wasn't, and this isn't either. It's just barely crooked. It's not bad, but you can see it in the pull chain, how it's kind of off-centered there because it's leaning to one side, but very little. Can't really notice it unless you're really looking at it. I don't ever use this light. I use the sconces and my vintage lamps that I have around the room, but it does have the cool 3-way light on it, and I put these clear bulbs in it because the texture of the shades makes these patterns. It does it on the walls too, but it's harder to notice with all of this extra ambient light coming in through the windows and such. You can't see it, but it does have little lines across the walls that the camera's not picking up. Ooh, these lights are dusty too. But I don't use the lights. Has the old metal poles. I got this brand new off of eBay, so it was new old stock. Apparently, I've heard you can still get these on HomeDepot.com. Excuse me, but I don't like ordering on a store's website because I don't know if they ship it to your house or if you have to go and pick it up. I know that sounds ridiculous, and I should know that, but I don't, and I don't care to know it. I like eBay, so. But I mean, it's brand new. It just was purchased, I don't know, whenever they made the metal poles. I don't think they made them for too incredibly long, just a few years before they switched back to plastic, which is what they made before they made the metal poles. I remember as a kid, whenever I would get a Hampton Bay, it had metal poles. When I was maybe 9, they quit, and they switched back to plastic. But when I was a kid, they came with metal poles, like this. And then before that, they made the plastic ones, metal, and then they went back to plastic, and then now, they Hampton Bay switched their logo up and all that, and they make the little stupid looking ones that are just little pegs. They're metal again. In fact, the Rothley 2, those pegs did not stay worth a crap. That Rothley 2 that I bought brand new at Home Depot and put in a year ago, my little cousin likes to be lifted up and mess with it, and she very easily pulled both of them off. I have one of them in a drawer, but I don't care. I mean, I thought they looked stupid anyway. Old-fashioned Hampton Bay logo on the switch housing instead of on the motor housing. before Hampton may quit putting their logo on it altogether, which is stupid. Harbor Breeze, I don't know why they put their logo on the very top of the canopy. I think Harbor Breezes looked better when they had the logos on the switch housing and on the motor housing. That might just be my opinion, but now I think Hunter is the only brand that I can think of. Hunter is still the only brand that puts their logo on them, on the fans in any situation. I don't know, there's probably a couple others that I can't think of, but anything you buy new, I think the only one that still has an actual logo on it, like this, is Hunter. I could be wrong, correct me. This is where it stays. Since my chair is back here, it stays on high, and it just keeps the air moving, keeps the room from getting stale. The only time I'm running on medium or low is in the wintertime if the gas stove is on, since if it's on high, it'll blow the pilot light out, and you don't want that to happen, because if the pilot light blows out, if y'all don't know this, it's just gonna keep just spraying natural gas into the room without burning, and if there gets enough and the room explodes, well, you're dead. So don't run a fan on high with a gas stove on. They try to make them foolproof nowadays, but I still don't trust it. I don't know if it can pick it up on camera, the wind noise or not, but it blows a decent amount of air. Especially for being a hugger, since they tend to be lacking since the blades are so close to the ceiling. It blows a lot of air. Which I knew it would because my uncle has the iron one, and at my parents' house I have the brushed nickel one. And I knew that they both blew a lot of air. So whenever my uncle wants to replace his iron one, whenever that will be, of course he's gonna have me do it, because I'm just, you know, I'm just the guy that does that. I'm the weirdo that will replace anything electrical in your house. So I have the gold one, the silver one, and then I'll have the iron one. And I know they also made a white and polished brass one, which is actually the one that's pictured on the manual. Excuse my very messy paper drawer. I think that other pull chain is in here too. Yep, there it is. This is the other, pull chain that got pulled off of the Roughly 2. This is what the modern pulls look like. Is that not the stupidest thing you've ever seen? Anyway. I didn't put it on it. I knew it would just get pulled off again. I don't want to get rid of it, but... Okay, let me find it. I know it's in here. Sorry. Here, I'll let y'all see what y'all came here for. Yeah, here it is. There's that one. But these are hard to find. I like that. But I'm okay with just having the polished brass one and the brushed nickel one, and eventually the iron one. But anyway, there y'all go. Hope y'all enjoyed the video, and see y'all later.